Hi and welcome back to Steve Bakes. Yes, another episode, your favourite bread maker. Right, so today's episode we're going to do a multi-seeded grain bread. So what this really consists of is just white flour, wholemeal flour, a bit of rye flour and some seeds. It is a really nice bread, again, so good with savoury or sweet. It's up to you like a lot of breads are. The seeds that we're going to use today, I have here a mix, it's about a 100 gram mix of sunflower, linseed, pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds and chia seeds. You can use any seed you want really. What you're going to need for this is 350 grams white flour, 100 grams wholemeal flour, 50 grams rye flour, 100 grams of mixed seeds, 150 grams of sourdough starter, and 325 mils of water, and 10 grams of salt. Now we're going to do our dry mix. So into this, we're going to go 350 grams of white flour, 100 grams of wholemeal flour, 50 grams of rye flour. And into this, we're going to go our 100 grams of mixed seeds here. We're going to pour that in like that, and our 10 grams of salt. Put that in there. So just give this a mix around, just incorporate it. The next thing is we're going to weigh out our starter and our water. So you're going to need about 150 grams of sourdough starter and 325 mils of water. Let's give that a mix up in there, break it up in the water. Just pour the flour in. So just mix it up. So it sort of comes together, then we're going to knead it for a little bit. Just make sure it's all incorporated. Alright, so we're going to leave this for about 15 minutes now. Then we're going to come back and do our knead process. So in that one again, we'll leave it for 15, then fold it 10 times, then leave it for 15 and fold it 10 times. Repeat that a couple of times till we get a nice sort of elastic sort of dough. Cool, so what we'll do now, just chuck our cover on it. See so? Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes, let's do our first knead. Wet your hand, grab a corner, pull it over, turn around, pull it over. So it's going to be quite stodgy to start with, but it'll get better as we knead more and more. So now that the dough's been kneaded our 4 times, we're going to let it rise. So basically, I'm going to leave this dough for 3 hours, then we're going to shape it, then proof it again for another 3 hours, then bake it. So theoretically, you're looking at a 6 to 8 hour dough here. It's probably like on the short side of a bread for me. Normally I like to do it over 24 hours so you get that slower fermentation. But today it's about a speed bread. So yeah, so all we're doing, so once it's kneaded, just take it out of the container it's in. Maybe just spray a bit of oil so it gives it room to rise, and just shape it around to a circle like that, and just drop it in. Now we're just going to leave it now for the next 3 hours and come back and shape it. See you soon. So it's been a few hours since we've let the bread prove, so let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, so it looks really good. Look at that. It's come out really nicely. It's got nice, oh yeah, it's nice springy. So now we knock it back, shape it, and put it into our banneton basket. I'm also going to roll the dough in the seed form here, so we get some seeds on the outside, so it'll be really nice when we bake it. And today I'm going to be putting it into this smaller one here. My goal is to bake it tonight, so the next couple of hours, just let it chill out in the fridge, and then yeah. So first of all, what we do, take the dough out. And I'm basically just going to push the air back, knock it back like that. Then we're going to fold it in, fold it in, fold it in, fold it in, fold it in until we start to get the sort of round shape which we've got now. I'm just going to go like this. Then what you do is you hold it, put your hands underneath it and just drag it so it closes off the bottom bit and just sort of stretches the dough on top. So it's nice and a little bit elastic on top. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to wet the top and roll it in our seed mix. Before we do that though, let's get our basket ready. We'll just drop some flour in here. Again, I'm using brown rice flour because I find it has a low stick. So just grab our dough. Roll around on this wet tea towel here, so it gets a nice wet, and then take this and just roll it around in here. So once we've done that, put into our form, face down. It's a bit sticky, but that's all right. Just knock it down a little bit. Then we put this in our bag, then put it in the fridge for a couple hours, then we bake it. So today I'm going to bake this in the Dutch oven, which you'll see later on, so we get a nice sort of shape out of it. So now we've got it here, we're going to put it in the bag and let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours to chill out and ferment again. And then we'll bake it in the Dutch oven. So it's now been a couple of hours and we've let the bread prove in the fridge. Let's take a look. We're about ready to bake it. Oh, it looks good. It's cut really nicely. You know, it's nice and solid. Put my Dutch oven in the oven, preheating at 230 degrees for the last 30 minutes. Now we're going to take it out, put this in and bake it. So what we do now, we get it ready to go in the Dutch oven. Just grab a bit of baking paper. Rip it off, then put it out. Okay, so we've put our bread out on the paper, now we're going to score it, then we're going to get the Dutch oven out and bake it, put it in there. So just go across like this. This will help the dough rise when it's in the oven so it doesn't split the bread. So this is pretty hot. Now put the bread in, like that. Put the lid in. So this is going to be baking at 230 degrees now for the next 35 minutes. We'll bake for 35 minutes. So the bread's in the oven. So now we're going to put it in there for 35 minutes. Then after the 35 minutes up, we're going to take the lid off and then let it brown up on top and take it out. So we've got our bread in the oven and it's just done. So let's get it out and have a look. Oh my God. Look at that. Now that looks great. Now that looks stunning. Whew. Oh, okay, so next thing we're going to get out of here. So it is going to be hot. So yeah, nice and hollow on the bottom. Sweet. There you go, here's our multi-seed sourdough.